Ooh, that MJTV dude. Ooh, I hate him. He be popping hot grease. Look, bro, I'm gonna take a lighter on the kid, even though you dissed me, and then the next day you woke up on A Tozy and some of the biggest YouTubers embarrassed because Shorty lied to you about making content. I think at this point you realize that God don't play about me, so I'm gonna take it lightly. I'm not gonna kick a man when he's down. But interestingly enough, Adam 22 will kick the shit out of you when you're down. That's my boy. But he will stomp you out while you're down. You feel me? Oh, boy. But at the same time, though, he's the nigga who gave you an opportunity. You were a nobody. He gave you a platform. He gave you a job. He gave you the reason why you and Riley were able to. He gave your girl Riley a job. He literally, imagine like giving someone as a man, when someone like helps you provide for not only for yourself and for your family. That's so big. Like that's, you know what I mean? I look forward to doing that for my people, and he did that for me. Now we're gonna jump into all the clips. I talk a lot, whatever. Y'all go watch the other people's clips that be scared to say whatever they want and shit. But the nigga, he was being loyal to the homies. He was being loyal to HP. He's being loyal to everybody. Like, damn, everybody leaving, I gotta rock with the team. But at the same time, Adam ain't do shit to you but help you, nigga. He brought you back after he fired you, after you fucked up multiple times. I'm a No Jumper fan, I know. You fucked up multiple times. You'd been put out content that didn't have the right titling, that didn't, where it was like multiple times. And he brought you back still. And you said, all right, I'm going to go with the homies. Cool. And then you got into the No Jumper bashing. You could go with the homies, but you didn't have to do the No Jumper bashing. Cool. You standing on it. Adam 22 stood on it. He found out some sauce about him. Apparently, Yuriy down bad. That ain't funny. A nigga slept out his car. A nigga know what it's like. That's not my angle. I don't really care about that. Neither here nor there. But apparently it was told to him in confidence, and it was revealed like this.
I made a mistake. I had a private conversation with this fool Adam around like a month ago, and he was asking me how's all the podcasting thing going on. And I was telling him, like, bro, like, honestly, there ain't really much money into it. We owe taxes. Now, this is a conversation I would have had with T-Rel, with my assistant, anyone homies. I made that mistake. I think that the last 2 years, I always thought that Adam held me to a different, and this was very stupid of me because, here we are right now. But I always thought that he would have some form of level of respect, and I was always confused of why he never came at me or like did me dirty or anything like that.
You don't gotta like. You can just keep it kind of concise, because like there's probably a lot of people that don't even know what you're talking about. He probably doesn't even know what you're talking about. So like, just keep it real.
I was supposed to say stop. I was supposed to say stop the glazing, bro. Just get to it. Enough with the glazing. Just jump to it.
Okay. I just want to say, it was just.
I'm a glazer too. I understand. You got to do a little glazing. I get it.
He said some private shit about business that I mentioned to him on a podcast earlier today, where he was just trying to just bash Yuriy. You know what I'm saying? He has a personal vendetta, but I had never been used as a pawn in his game. That's his thing. That's his MO. He's used everyone in front of me on that regard. And I always thought myself to be kind of immune from that experience, but today I learned, once I got the phone with Yuriy, Yuriy, I apologized before and I apologize now. Me and him follow this fool, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not fucking with that because, one thing I always make clear, it's like, hey, I'm not here to fucking cause drama. Like, there's no money in that. You know what I mean? Maybe if I had a channel, maybe there was a way I could like, chat, come on, let's run it up, make a shirt out of it, put fucking Yuriy up, that's
a shot. That's a shot. That's a shot. That's not peace. I would say that's not peace. Maybe if I had a shot, maybe if I said chat, he's talking about Yuriy. He's like, hey, bro, I'm not you, fam. That I get it. Let's read through the lines. Fourth wall.
That's the most unattractive thing to me. It's just chaos, especially when it's regarding shit that don't even got nothing to do with me. Becoming like a pawn in someone's game. So, that shit ain't cool. I thought I could be on some kumbaya shit a couple months ago, where it's like pull up, talk to him. I always use my honesty in the room as like leverage to be like, you could trust me, I'm being who I am. But I've learned that like everyone's susceptible to that type of game when it comes to that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like one thing I told Blazzy like a long time ago. Was like, I don't want to ever tell Blazzy you can't fuck with this person or don't talk to this person. Like, I'm not gonna be control what you do in your life. But like the fact that he's like trying to use private conversations to weaponize certain things and portray a certain narrative that makes me look crazy or something like that. It's kind of insane. It's like this whole cast.
Nah, fam.
Every time I have to talk about this, I'm like clearing up some weird narrative that's coming from that camp constantly. There's like 40 of them like at this point, the past 3 months. And at this point,
they're not weird. Okay, fuck it. They're not weird narratives, nigga. It's what you do. It's what you put out into the world that allows us to give us fucking judgment. Obviously, we're not God. We can't, you know what I mean? But, nigga, what do we expect when a nigga says he penetrated an orange? And we see clips of him making fun of Riley for using the restroom. That clip was so cringy to me. I'm not even gonna bring it up just because I ain't gonna kick a man. Even though he went out of his mouth to say, "Oh, MJ," on that, and then the next day, I swear to you, bro, the next day he went viral for the wrong reasons. I'm telling y'all, my God don't play about me, huh? But anyways, it's what you do, Yuriy. If it's different if 24-hour streams, you're locked in and that shit is entertaining. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I wouldn't watch. I might, but you can't talk like you providing content with substance and they're getting weird narratives. You're doing weird things, brother. Maybe switch it up now. Maybe get it the first few years. Okay, now let's get older. And that's the thing that I be scared about in this space, because it's like, well, it shouldn't be scared, because like Mace and look at Gilly and look at Joe Budden, like these are men in their early 40s and they're thriving. Like, you don't have to act super like to connect with the, you know what I mean, Yuriy? Like, be you, fam. $1 streams, $1 TTS, and now you saying you doing weird stuff for the dollar, and then wondering why people say you do weird things. I don't.
Crazy, but they pretty much. I'm sorry to cut you off here, but they added me to that disrespect. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm experiencing on a personal level where it's like I thought it was NP, I thought it was personal. No.
Yeah, it's just one of those. It's one of those.
Shout out nothing personal. Listen, Blazzy, don't let the haters get in your ear, fam. What's up with the nothing personal package? You hear me? In Arizona, I'm a nigga out here. You know what I mean? A voice. So I'm saying, I could be like a walking billboard type of nigga. You know what I mean? Throw a couple of nothing. You know what I mean? It's really nothing personal. I'm not coming at you personally. I'm saying from a non-personal, objective point of view. What's up with that?
One of those things where you just gotta realize, like, you know who you're dealing with, and like, you just gotta be careful. Like,
They're the snake, like, I'll get real with you.
I know, but I'm not like
I've always used
hear me out. Like, I'm like, when you asked me like if I was okay with you going back the last time, like that wasn't even a thought in my head to tell you otherwise. I'm like, nah, like bro, like do you, because I know you and I know you're not about to go in there and do or say anything malicious.
Entertain some shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And like I didn't even have that. I never even had that thought. But as you can probably tell, it's like, okay, like just hearing that at first, it's kind of like, damn, well, like why did he feel the need to like, you know, like discuss like some inner workings to act like to somebody that you know has a vendetta against realistically like a lot of people.
It's not a damn vendetta. It's not. Well, house phone. That's we gonna leave. I'm not gonna really speak on that subject. But Yuriy, he don't have a bro. This nigga gave Yuriy a job. He like literally introduced him to the world. Gave you a platform of 10 million people that reaches 10 million people plus a month. And a vendetta. No, you said, okay, I'm standing with this. I'm going with the homies. That's commendable as a homie. You decided to speak up and jump on the no jumper bandwagon train. You could have just been like, I'm standing with the homies. We doing disconnected. Cool. You didn't have to go with the dissing. That's where you went wrong. This man gave you and your lady a job. Nigga, why would you bite the hand that feeds you?
And that's a great question. I could simply answer that. It's like I thought he had the respect of a private conversation they could honor private.
And Blazzy, like, you obviously have worked with, you know what I mean? Your resume don't even need to be explained. But I can't understand where they're coming from. I'm not going to sit here just because a nigga wants some nothing personal, act like you didn't do no bogus shit. That's bogus. That's low-key bogus. You didn't have to. Yeah, the homie Blazzy fucked up. The nigga down bad right now. You hear me? And like I said, my angle is never to make fun of people's financial situations, even though people poke fun at me living out my car. But that would be stupid. I'd be like, counterproductive is the word. But you didn't have to mention that. You could be like, all right, you know what I mean? It's a platform. We in our first few, you know what I mean? It's still establishing or whatever. Like, you could have, you niggas know when you in this Hollywood shit in the industry, you could make shit sound good, right? Make it sound good. Sweet nothings, basically.
He always had. I feel like I thought that was just some unspoken rule.
I feel like he's proven it time and time again to like other people that like, you know, it's like.
I mean, yeah, I feel like I kind of used it as an analogy. I was the last one to get slapped in the face. That's all it was. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I was immune from it. It's just.
Well, we're going to jump into what Yuriy was talking about. Shout out to the I Told You So pie.
What was it about it that things started going different?
It's impossible to be unbiased, you know what I mean? It's like I worked there for so many years, but it's like, also it's like I want to be respectful of your question, but it's like also like I don't want to like dwell too much on that topic necessarily, just because it's just like, there's not a lot of negativity that comes with that shit, where it's like I'm trying to basically like separate myself from that shit.
Right.
It's like, what's your question again?
Okay, here's a better question. Only because this is happening recently, okay. Right? Like,
yeah. Well, what was the reason why everyone left, right?
Yes, yeah.
I would boil it down to kind of like this like
I don't know, ego, obviously, that's like a common theme with a lot of mistakes with them all amongst a lot of men, you know what I mean? So ego and selfishness, you know what I mean? For real. It's like, I can go into depth, but it's like, I would
That's what do y'all think? Just hearing from that clip alone, like it's so much inconsistency from character to what's going on. Like your character is what's being said. It's like, and then you think you're just this positive, high-spirited person when there's the opposite that's being. Anyways, what do y'all think about this though?